Hey there, welcome to Product Marketing Genius. I'm your host, Nitin Karthik. As CEO at Caribou Strategic, where we help tech scale-up stand out and succeed, I know the importance of continually sharpening the saw. And that is why on this show, we bring you priceless nuggets of wisdom from some of the best minds out there. And today, my friends, our genius is Michele Nieberding with MetaRouter. So Michele, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me. And how cool. It's such a surprise to see you in person. This is the best.
Meeting in person, there's nothing like it, folks. So Michele, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yes. So I am a solo and founding product marketer at MetaRouter. It's a 30-person startup. So it's just me and product marketing, which is good and bad. I get to do a little bit of everything, which as a control freak is probably good. But you also have to prioritize, right? Which I think is something that everyone, no matter the size of product marketing team, always has to work on. So been in tech, B2B tech all my life, and just kind of having fun learning what product marketing is in different organizations, which again is very different in every company. So it's been a really fun journey, and coming to stuff like this just makes it even more fun.
It's so much fun, guys. If you don't have a chance to actually meet people in person, you don't know what you're missing out on. So thank you, Michele. So Michele, tell us, before you attended today's event, right now we're at the Product Marketing Alliance Summit in New York. Before today's event, how familiar were you with the PMA? And what are some of your favorite things about the PMA?
Yeah. So I was pretty familiar. I feel like I kind of got into the PMA pretty early. I'm very fortunate to have done that. And I was really involved in the Slack channel, right? So I started in the Slack channel and everyone was just so great. And there was so much going on, almost like too much going on. So then I became an ambassador and helped with content. I think maybe that's partly how we met, which was really fun. So slow stages of getting involved. And then finally, getting to the point where I can actually speak at these events and go to more of these events. And that's just been life-changing. So it's one thing to start on Slack and kind of meet people over LinkedIn, but this is, just totally game-changing. So it's
absolutely
great.
Inspirational story. So folks, there you have it. If you're feeling intimidated, man, how do I be as successful as Michele, right? Make sure that you keep doing it day by day. All right. Consistency is the key. So excellent advice. So thank you, Michele. So Michele, if someone asks you, hey, I see people at these conferences, but why are events like these really important? Yeah. What would you say to them?
Oh, absolutely. Nothing beats in-person conversation. It's so fun for this too. The content's been amazing that you can go ask questions and how are other people doing things and get your follow-up. And it's one thing to attend a training or a webinar. It's another thing to go to that person and say, hey, what did you mean by that? What are you doing? Get all of your burning questions answered. And it's so different. And for someone like me who works remote in her basement by herself, I need to get out a little bit. And there's no better way to do this than meeting with people that actually understand what the heck you do. I love my husband dearly, but he has no idea what I do. My mom, no idea what I do. So it's nice to talk the same talk and and a little bit of therapy as well, I would say.
Oh yes, if you're struggling with something, right, in your role, yes, this is like a therapy session, okay? You'll realize that you're not alone. There are so many people who may be struggling with the exact same challenge. And so that's one of the reasons why, it's really great to come to events like this. So Michele, tell us a little bit about your journey. I think you gave us a little bit of a tease initially, but tell us what got you into product marketing and ultimately to the success that you are right now.
Sure. So I think I was very fortunate. I started in B2B tech sales, which I would say regardless of your background, there are good things from everywhere that can make you a really good product marketer. I think for me, I was very fortunate to have started in sales because sometimes sales can be your biggest or hardest stakeholders, maybe sometimes, not always. So knowing that really helped me kind of learn that side of the house. So I was in sales for 3 years. I went to marketing agencies. I knew I always wanted to do marketing, and then kind of fell into product marketing for the same company I was doing sales for. So I knew the product. I learned a lot of marketing from agencies, and I put that together, kind of fell into product marketing, and thank goodness, I found my home, found my niche. But having all those kind of experiences to make the product marketer I am today has been really exciting. But now I find friends in content or friends in demand gen, and they're like, how do I get into product marketing, or would that even be a good fit for me? And I guess for anyone thinking about making the move or starting out in their career, there are so many good things of every piece of marketing or sales that can make you a good product marketer. It's just about a matter of finding one, what you like to do, and two, what those kind of superpowers are that would transfer over into product marketing. So I've had a very fun career, and it's been a very much of a roller coaster ride, but landed in a good spot. It's a good place to be. So
that's right, folks. Take inspiration from Michele, right? So make sure that whatever your background is, even if it isn't in product marketing, you can leverage that, because product marketing in some ways is like a melting pot, right? We take the skills from so many different content marketing, brand marketing, demand generation, all of that. And that can make you a superpower in terms of your product marketing. So excellent advice. So thank you, Michele. Michele, if let's say a CEO or a founder were to come to you and say, hey, Michele, why is product marketing indispensable for my company? How would you answer that question?
Yeah, so it's interesting because every founder and CEO has a different perception of what product marketing is. I'm sure we've all heard that. But we really are the brains of the body. So you have, product, actually doing maybe the physical movement, and sales like the blood that runs through, right? But you are that strategic thought process of how everything works together. And if you're not helping all of those teams explain the product in the right way, solve the right problems, kind of all that roadmap that you put together from a strategic perspective from product marketing, the body doesn't work without the brain. Maybe it's an interesting concept. And so for a CEO who's like, what is product marketing? Why is that important? If you can make the best content, you can write anything you want. If that content, if that, social, whatever it is, anything else you're doing in marketing doesn't have the right message, there's no point in doing it. So
excellent advice. The body can't survive without the brain. I think that was a brilliant way to put it. I may even steal that. So that's a beautiful soundbite. Thank you, Michele. So Michele, if let's say now a person who's more junior in their product marketing career were to come to you and say, Michele, you've been so successful. If I were to take my career to the next level, what are some skills that I should double down on? How would you answer that question?
Yeah, I think one is definitely stakeholder management. And this can be a tricky one, but how do you deal with multiple personalities and deal with multiple opinions and get everyone on the same page? I think this was something early in my career I definitely struggled with, kind of having that confidence of how do I get people on the same page, whether it's a message for a launch or even just a piece of collateral, because different stakeholders have different ways of thinking, different opinions, and how do you focus in the right way to not just try and address everyone's thoughts and opinions, but actually make it, the best content you can. So I would say that's number one. Number two, we were talking about this early, but like thriving in ambiguity, I think to me, uncertainty breeds opportunity. That's one of the reasons I went to the startup world, like a big risk for me. I'm not usually, I never thought I'd go into a startup because you just don't know what you're getting into, but learning how to thrive in a world where you're just not quite sure, how to navigate it. I mean, for me in B2B tech, things change every day. There's a new competitor, a new tool, a new AI, like the whole market can change so quickly. And so be able to navigate that in a way that where to go to for resources, or where to go to for those trends, or like who to talk to make sure that what you're thinking is validated. And what that uncertainty looks like is really a skill to have as well. And then three, I would say always be curious, always be learning. I think you mentioned this all the time, which is so true. Like there's so much to learn within product marketing. And so connecting with people, listen to the podcast, listen to those YouTube channels, read the books. I mean, product marketing wisdom, Make It Punchy. I mean, there's some really good materials out there to like get you thinking, okay, what else do I need to know or to learn? So use those resources, always be curious, always be learning, because you never know what those nuggets are that will just like push you to the next stage in your product marketing career. So
absolutely brilliant. Fantastic advice, folks. There you have it. So definitely reach out to Michele for even more insights like this. And for even more insights, you can check out my Amazon bestseller, Product Marketing Wisdom, at productmarketingwisdom.com. And see you next time on Product Marketing Genius.